I am Andrew Gurtis, Senior Vice President of Operations for Daytona International Speedway. The day we live for, our Christmas day as far as Daytona goes, is the Daytona 500. So there is nothing like it. If you work at Daytona, when the venue is packed, when every seat is full, the infield is filled to capacity, and we're in that pre-race window of the prayer before the race, the national anthem, and the flyby, which the last number of years has been done by the Air Force Thunderbirds. That's kind of the payoff moment for our year. So, you know, as far as the wins, Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s win in 1998 Daytona 500, I'll always remember being a part of that. You know, the Rolex 24s have just been phenomenal. That, as a 24-hour race and one of the most prestigious sports car races in the world, you know, that event has kind of an aura of its own. The locals love it because it is a party scene on Saturday night. The teams love it because it's such a test of man and machine for 24 hours. The manufacturers that are involved in that, and then Bike Week, you know, seeing two five-time Daytona 200 champions in Mr. Daytona Scott Russell and then Miguel Duhamel, both of them winning 5 times. You know, I was a part of a lot of those. Daytona lends itself to iconic moments. I used to say that we set the stage for racing's greatest moments, and in almost 30 years that's come to pass a lot of times.
He goes to the outside. Labonte up high. Earnhardt uses the lap car of Rick Bass as a pick. 20 years of trying, 20 years of frustration. Dale Earnhardt will come to the caution flag to win the Daytona 500. Finally.
We had a sold-out event, so there were 150,000 seats at the time, give or take, and they were all full for that July race. And then Dale Earnhardt Jr. won the race. I thought the stands were going to come down. The place just erupted. I still get chills thinking about that moment when Dale Earnhardt Jr. took the checkered flag after his dad's passing that February. So that's a memory that's always going to live with me. What's amazing about this place is we live up to that moniker of World Center of Racing. If you think about the year at Daytona, in January you've got the Roar and you've got ARCA testing, and then the Rolex 24, the IMSA crown jewel race, leads right into NASCAR Speed Weeks, you know, culminating with the Daytona 500. We go into motorcycles, which is Supercross and TT and Daytona 200. And then our year keeps going. In April, we host Jeep Beach. May this year, we're going to have the concert, you know, Welcome to Rockville. You know, interspersed in there are a number of track rentals, things like Truck Meet, and then we'll, in 2020, host an August Coke Zero Sugar 400, the last race of NASCAR's regular season. And then through the fall, we've got back-to-back, week in, week out track rentals with Audi Club and Porsche Club of America. You throw Biketoberfest in there, and then we finish off the year when everybody's home for the holidays. We've got the WKA in between Christmas and New Year's. So, you know, from things like amateur supercross to USAC quarter midgets to WKA, we host everything from grassroots motorsports up through racing's crown jewels in the Rolex 24 and the Daytona 500.